Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the brand new DC Primal Age Batcave playset. That is right, my friends. This is a brand new line from Funko, much like their Savage World line, where it's sort of a what-if series. What if these DC Comics characters were released way back in the 80s in the style of your 5.5-inch Barbarian action figures like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? And I've been a big fan of everything Funko's been doing with the Savage World line and now with this Primal Age series, but one thing I was completely blown away by was the fact that they're giving us a playset. A playset that is done exactly like those 80s playsets that I particularly really love. So as you can see, the Batcave here comes in a large, fully enclosed box that has got some beautiful brand new artwork wrapping all the way around, great illustrations of the Batcave, as well as our new Primal Age Barbarian style Batman there. Really cool stuff. Now this thing comes out of the box pretty much ready to go. I mean, when you pull it out, this is what you got right here. There's a few pieces that you can assemble on the inside, but we will get to that once we open it up. First things first, check this thing out. This right here is our brand new vintage style Batcave playset. Totally reimagining the Batcave as this sort of cave-like fortress or castle. And it's very easy to do so there's no reason just like avoiding it. Let's compare this thing to Castle Grayskull, because that's exactly what's going on here, right? They are trying to emulate Mattel's Castle Grayskull or Snake Mountain or heck, the Crystal Castle from the vintage Masters of the Universe and She-Ra toy lines. That is exactly how this playset is made. So, let's bring in the tape measure here, where you can see this massive thing measures roughly around 21 inches tall if we're measuring up to the tallest little spire here. The design is awesome on this thing because it looks like a mountain or like a mountain fortress there, but you can see this very cool bat motif worked in. This right here looks like the wings of the bat kind of folding around the sides, and then you've got this awesome bat-like face on the front, once again kind of evoking that feeling of Castle Grayskull with the skull on the front. Instead of a jaw bridge that opens and closes, we actually have this cool little grate door that you can just push open to open up so that your characters can go inside. I also love these little torches here with the blue flames. This is done in like a translucent plastic with like a nice frosty kind of paint deco on there that looks really cool. So we got these little flames down here at the bottom as well as up here at the top. It's just a very cool looking castle. If we rotate this thing around to the back, just so we can give you guys a look at what's going on back here, it's mostly plain. We do have some rock structures. We've got this little kind of circular window here, which is like a hole into the castle. But I do love this random little lizard sculpted onto the back here. I just thought that was so cool. But it's also kind of a neat nod because there's always little things like that worked into stuff like Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. So it's kind of fun that that was worked in here. So you can see we've got the little edges here, because it's the part of the castle where it folds open. Because this folds open exactly like those vintage playsets like Castle Grayskull. You can see we got a little clasp right here, so it's real easy just to kind of push these little clasps open like that to pop open our playset. So let's take a look at the inside. So we undo the clasps, and then we can fold open our Batcave playset so we can get a better look at the inside of our castle. And there is some really fun stuff going on in here. Plus, we've got a whole slew of really cool accessories. First things first, this is my favorite part. Look at this giant ribcage of some sort of huge beast. A dragon, maybe? I don't know. This thing is actually really weighty, too. It's very cool. But you know what this is actually used for? Look at this. It's a ladder. It fits right there. It's got a flat bottom, so it's sits very nicely on the ground. Kind of attaches to this top layer right here, and that works as the ladder to get up to the second level inside of your Batcave. I thought that was really cool. And actually, I'm going to move it out of the way real quick because this is going to bring me over here to the next thing I wanted to show you, which is this amazing little throne. A bat throne. That's right. Bow down to the King Batman, sitting upon his throne here inside of his Batcave playset. I thought that was very cool. This thing's really nice too. It's actually got quite a nice weight to it. It is like a vinyl material. Looks like it is hollowed out, but it feels nice and sturdy, and it's just got a really cool sculpt to it. Perfect for sitting up there. If Joker breaks in, he can take over the throne if you want to do something like that. But again, it's another fun nod to vintage castle toys just like this. One of my other favorite accessories is this cool little like crystal ball. It's got this great little bat motif all the way around the base. It's just got like this clear orb sitting in there. It doesn't pop off or anything like that, but I kind of get the feeling that this would be something like Batman's monitor. Since this is taking place in like the time of swords and sorcery, instead of having technology like screens, maybe he uses this little orb to see what's going on, to look for crime, to see what Joker's up to. So I thought that was a cool little touch as well. Then we've got ourselves a little training dummy. Like seriously, like the training stuff, total Castle Grayskull. I love it. So he's like a little wooden knight that Batman can use to fight with his sword. He's got a little axe and a little shield. And another thing I thought was cool, there's a little removable helmet with bat ears, which you can actually put over Batman's head, so he has a helmet to wear when he's doing battle. It's really loose on his head, but you can put it on there if you want to. So I thought that was pretty fun as well. And then if you look over on this side, we've got this very cool banner that's hanging down. It's made of plastic, but it's got the bat insignia on there in red. And we've got a weapons rack on the wall. That's right, a weapons rack. Of course we do. So we've got a cool little shield right here. That's looks like a bat, which is very cool. So that could just plug right up here. We've got ourselves a battle axe, another sword that's very similar to the one that comes with Batman, but it is slightly different. It's a little skinnier. And we've got a little hammer. So you can pop all of those off of the wall, or you can just use them as trophies. Whatever you want to do with them. I thought that was pretty cool. And the last little feature in here is our little jail cell over here in the side. We got the little opening door, so we can lock away guys like the Joker, or Mr. Freeze, or whoever Batman has decided to catch. You can lock them away in the jail. And as I showed you guys a little bit ago, you've got the little door that can open as well, the little grate on the front, so you can open and close the door. It opens inwards, just like that. I thought it was pretty cool. And at the end of the day, when you are all done here, you're done playing, you can just pack this whole thing up, and everything should fit inside, which is perfect. So look at this, we can close it up, boom, just like that. And we've got ourselves our regular old castle that we can carry our toys in just like the old days. We can display it on our shelves, anything like that. So, with all that being said, it's comparison time. I keep talking about it, so here it is standing alongside the vintage Castle Grayskull playset, just so you can see how it measures up. You can see the sizes, very similar, the builds, the type of plastic that they're even made from, all feels very much the same. It fits right in. And check it out alongside the vintage Snake Mountain playset, just to kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. So there you go, my friends. There is a look at the brand new Primal Age Batcave playset from Funko. This is my favorite piece in this entire collection because I never thought that this day and age we would get a full-blown 80s style playset. And it's such a nicely done playset. It feels solid. It feels just like it matches up with those playsets from those original toy lines. And here's the thing. Maybe you don't even want to collect these new DC figures, but you're a fan of the 5.5-inch action figure style. This thing can fit in with any of your 5.5 figures, or could fit in with your Masters of the Universe toy line if you want to. I think that's a big selling point of this. This is just a fun playset regardless. You can use it to display with lots of different toys, or with the awesome Primal Age figures from Funko. So, full disclosure, I do have to give a very special thanks to Funko for providing this to me for both the reveal and this review video here today. But it is a really fun toy, and if you're into this style of action figure, I highly recommend checking it out. This is available exclusively on Amazon.com/Primal Age, so happy hunting, my friends.